TAPTAP send. Oh, I was my baby, you're from Calabos. The only boss. Wait, one is baby, I will be everywhere a day and everywhere they go. TAPTAP send got me covered. For if you need to send money or transfer money from Europe, from Canada, from USA, from UK, any part in Europe, you can send it through TAPTAP send. And guess what? Oceania, they will receive it right here in Ghana and many countries across Africa. So what are you waiting for? Download TAPTAP send now on Google Play Store or App Store. When you download, it's so easy to use. Tell your families, tell your loved ones to download TAPTAP send. Okay? But also, when I receive my money, that's how the world is chilling. Like my view, no, hey, you crazy.
Download TAPTAP Send now on Google Play and App Store. TAPTAP Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
After successfully redefining Accra's skyline with the delivery of the signature apartment, Cape May Properties presents an exclusive unveiling of the tallest residential building in Ghana, offering a first look of Selton Sky. Selton Sky, a magnificent representation of the seamless fusion of quality, groundbreaking innovation, and pioneering architectural brilliance. An extraordinary structure set to reshape the concept of upscale living, thanks to its inventive attributes and unparalleled commitment to precision. This master-planned residential development will focus on the building's location, security, privacy, the design's aesthetic brilliance, elevated features in each living space, cutting-edge smart home technology, and amenities beyond imagination, with fantastic residential features which include 24-hour concierge service, a state-of-the-art fitness center, a floating tennis court, a floating swimming pool, a spa, a sky pool, a sky lounge, a movie theater, co-working spaces, kids zone, distinctive lifts for staff and deliveries, private gardens, chef's kitchen, expansive terraces, entertainment rooms, restaurant, and 24-hour security. Selton Sky, a new perspective in the sky.
That's it then. And then many na TAPTAP for I run away. Let me show my TAPTAP for the show the say about the TAPTAP send. Now or the ascend this car, the there will be a TAPTAP home out. TAPTAP, you are the best.
Another Thursday is here. A Thursday in Sudua, na eye jumadi ba kope ena ewiasa fana nyina sabre obia atwe na konwa de aban ni screen. Se tea bia ne sini nchen, coffee bia ne sini nchen. Alomo bia na no so twakakra. Na ye nyina ye hyiam ne ye twetwe nkomo ewo time with TAPTAP send eso midin ene nana kwame osaitu memamu nyina ajo emamo aha emamo ache emamo akwaba edemo eba jumadie so we are streaming live on OT Media TV and say enche bia ena UK Prime Minister or the white paper bi eba betudwa about UK immigration ede ensem ene was our white paper imu. And a lawyer wisdom akawo from Wise Mass Solicitors or Baba Kayan Ewo Jumadi so Yenina Baba Tree and Komo about the UK Prime Minister and the white paper or the Baba Tudra about UK immigration. All that you need to know, Yebidi Hong Komo Ewo Hanamo and any other question that you've got about UK immigration, you will be given the opportunity to ask all your questions that you need to ask when it comes to UK immigration. But before that, my main fasida kesiye pa emma tap send edwumakuo no is and say wono eno kita mimu every Thursday bia emma mitimi edi dwumadie ebrew and it is abri say wo hwe me utie me na won download the tap send and as won use tap sender me can for a tap send edi amount any sikamania eko oman Ghana mu dodo na tap send ena oyusu isan say o say eye fast eye easy and very convenient way of sending money to Africa. Say call a mobile money and as a bank account. And one say unipano ujina wa naninsa aka tap send. The Mr. wa bomodia say ene unibia bomodin call App Store, Play Store, download tap send right now. Na say and then the first time I will download ya. Na where you use promo code OTMJ1. OTMJ1. Country bia also no ebe credit to with £10, €10, $10 na also first transfer no sa bonus no ababe ka ho e de amount ene die se wo wiasa fa na nyina na odi sika e call my Ghana mu na unyusu tap sender na che se wato ho agu me kan fo tap send e de amount my yenko tap send asuyeye na yenko fa update e wo honomo emfa emrel se e dey update e na e wo honomo ema tap send customers ene impo die one from customers or from tap send ebusuakuo tap send ebusuakuo enti ora Kofi Frimpong Germany tap send growth manager Europe and UK sabri ababe kaminsa e odwumadie so mamene ne ntwetwe nkomo ba komienu na afi mefa lawyer wisdom akaho from Wise Smart Solicitors emfa Emerald lawyer sabri wababe kan ho but mamindi kan emfa Kofi Frimpong emfa Emerald ora Kofi Frimpong me mo adwo emo akwa aba enanwumre eba dwumadie so Me can producer Mpacho Fakofi bra the other side na maintaining kan why and then em say on Zoom obi atinin kan na me na maintaining kan we magia mama mensa so Kofi kasa na minti still producer I can't hear him on my side still Kofi Kasa.
Okay, Nana. What you
I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Fantastic.
Nice one.
Producer, yeah, that was it. Senior until Liz Kano. By 31st December 2027. You and a very good evening to everyone on this call. Yeah, that must say all the time you make you plan your life. Say on Thursday, Baba Katap Tapabushia Hona Yina Yedin Komo. Yeah, that must say a very good evening to everyone on this call. And then Anakwamunim say why people nearby in we have people who want to come and listen to our favorite lawyer, our favorite person's favorite lawyer. Yeah, my update not in TBR, but Ubo video be which I will just want to talk about it briefly, which was last Sunday. Which was already there, man. Tap send a BPO, and usually tap. Yeah, we do it like randomly. It's not that we like these people, we don't like these people, but we just want to do things that others are not doing. To say a show like this, white paper, would you have to go and pay a lawyer to understand what they are saying on the white paper? Tap send has got it covered. And Nana Kwame, the production, Wakofa lawyer. But in the same way, last Sunday, we visited over Nana Kwame Semahai across, we visited more than 30 churches across board, celebrating mothers all around. And it was so beautiful. We had cloth for the elderly women in the churches. Into you drew say tap send and then buy mama mefuni as part of celebrating mothers. No, and tomorrow your person dema mamenom ebinu books, ebinya pen, ebinya caps. This is what we are doing for our customers. Now look out for us. We will be coming to your houses. We will come into your offices. Tap send what one man keep supporting us. The person enumerate about the Mother's Day. And it's not just a daily idea. We have termed this whole month of May, Mama's Month. We are celebrating mothers. Na minim say na maybe ubebi same ntime ntwema mu same na papa for so ye yomo day. Then next month, which is June, we are celebrating our daddies, the people who have made impact in our lives. And as part of Mama's Month, from next week, that is the 20th of May to 31st, if you send about 500 your currency, you stand a chance of getting a €20, £20, £20 bonus, which definitely we would have to make selection. But definitely no. You need to say can perform. But TAPTAP was in Wusuno. Na yeso ye boa mo people nisu. And to send this kind of one, I say we are lucky. Why not? You bet you 20 your own currency as a bonus. Send a buyer your strategy na which made the higher transactions. Now I'll pause here and then take questions.
Yo, Kofi. Before you be for questions, Mema producer abo few videos you capture in some of our visit to some of the churches and our community Sunday you call in a celebration of our mothers in the month of May. So the TAPTAP May see hono or see what they celebrate all mothers yema minimum emma enyina and inti ye bomodin echo yen community nimu de ye wono once any free crop signing some into the ono ye check kakra at the Emma yen customers. Producer, Mr. Bo 1 or 2 videos be Emma me and Sana Yatwaso.
Yo, tap send. Yamin Shamopa and Mother's Day. Appreciation more show to mothers, Men so ebiaso me so. Men to man menyen. Tap bag in the menyen. And to my friend Kofin Sienso hunu. Enti se wo sai mama Mary swa tap sending ti oboa da enye ye e wo Yesu dimu tap send nyami nhyiramo
Mother's Day to all our Ghanaian and UK mothers, we love you.
That's it there. And many na tap for I run away. Nyami nhyiramo tap for me show the say obeda lo tap send now. Or they Selton Sky, but they will be tap for mouth. TAPTAP, you are the best.
Yo. Na we die ochiamia onim kasa otinana wasumua said the moa mote ye no we a few videos ye capture e muka krebi ene ye de abrewi
social media. Yeah,
exactly. Oko all our social media platforms, TAPTAP Send Ghana, ubehu ya posti ebinomo ewo honomo. Anything koswa look out for TAPTAP. Will be coming to your community very soon. Anything Kofi, the question I me busa ne say say waka papa 4 the no say den papa 4 so June mo be celebrate yen ye da mo ase. Na womo enso by the free now ekosi May say if you send up to 500 a cumulative and I say a one-off transaction and I will be sending 500 they stand a chance of getting a bonus of £20, $20, €20 or baby or movie.
Okay, so from the 20th of May to 31st of May, cumulatively we send it 500 and I'm sending 100 or 200 and I'm sending 200. I qualify for the draw. Until any just a single transaction cumulatively. Bibia ebe kabuma. Until now when they made the pass of business question and camera should be now your course no started eba where people think that the transaction are fairly attempting na sikano a film accounting. Yep, macho say Ebasa, just read what is on your screen. Mostly it tells you that we didn't charge you, it's a temporary hold by your bank. Your money will be returned to you. And no sir, no offer me offer na kwame ka say scan beba eba oh me da say so ye ho adwuma ma me patcho ye hanya ho adwuma bia a system a very automatic. And no catch you nua on tiase say sanity just automatic unless say when your message say you delivered, then Ghana say and they have also proven to you with their bank statement and also their Momo statement. It is possible. Technology near you, so it can be a ghost transfer. Once you are able to prove it, why not? We will just go to the debit processor. nipa take card no ni agiska na ma with TAPTAP send you never lose your money na bushia for pacho producer na kwame me break protocol kakra na masre adofonom say montonyo man na kwame na enra ye na kwame a birthday we wish him a belated birthday na kwame one of the nice people I knew ye na ye adwumanti abushia for producer sewa Fanipa 5 no monka in Shasem Kakra and Guna Kwame live. So yesterday was his birthday and you hope he say or have a fun. To producer, your best also be Nipa 5 but I wish Nana Kwame happy birthday. Am I?
Okay. Obia oye ready bia ekwan e wo hono o ma onsa so a ye be ma kwan na waka 1 or 2 words bi ede amaye presenter na afi ya toaso lawyer are ready say any white paper no oni e ba beka ho asem eni ntimisrem a yemfa nipa mienu ba ku mienu bi na afi yentoa dwumadie no so bi say yo yemfa malizi ndikan malizi yetio
Lawyer Kofi Mpacho wa late kakra enra ye di birthday ni butu nanso wa bi say ntino ye besia di bio ye di bio nso na ma hoho sre ntinana Awurade nhyira won tre wuhie mo ma anya kese kopim to obeye kese ampa nya wo ye ma abusuan ni bia Awurade mo ho bebre no mfama nya okoto akagu na sumo anya ma wo Yesu din mu. Amen.
Amen. Kofi yemfa ba ko pe enka ho na yemfa lawyer emfa embra. Enti yemfa la so enka ho. And as a producer, happy birthday song bi o honoma. Yembo ma presenter na afi yento aso.
We can catch us we appreciate.
Producer, we can't hear the sound.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Prince. Happy birthday to you. From good friends and true, from old friends I knew, and they could not go with you, and happiness too.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Prince. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Kofi, medase. Yo, okay, my info in chatro. My info tili in chatro.
Yo, Nana, happy birthday. You know, I didn't know you were May until last week. And see, may the Lord continue to shower his blessings upon you.
Thank you.
You know, I pray that, you know, everything that you wish, the Lord will grant it for you. Age gracefully. Amen.
Amen and amen. Thank you so much, Tilly. Medamunyina ase. Kofi.
Last one, Prince. Yeah, the radiasi. So we shall they are people who account who offices say na adomna broso ema yehu na yehu so hu kafo so eto wenche because we be profit so into the radiasi for your life and for all you do for the various groups in association, you know, radin shroud.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you, Auntie Comfort. Nyamisha Bibre. Madam Wase. Kofi, your last words now for Yenko.
Abusiafo yɛ dabasi bebree obi ɛwɔ ha se na sɛ umfrɛ wo nua sɛ white paper number ometie die wo mu die bɛboa abusua sɛ white paper yi nsɛm de wo mu a bɛmɛ yakɔ sɛ abusuafo nyina figa na ba yɛ ma metie na yɛnkɔfɔ mu nyina mra wɔ sɛ yɛ change yɛ nneɛma so a ne yɛnsua bibia call someone, invite someone to be on this call. Thank you very much, Nana Kwame, and have a great show.
Thank you. Orago Vivrimpong. Yami Insha Bibre. Any near ODFE tap send Ede Abrain. Yo, Abusiafo, we are going straight into the show. Sabri Aminoka say, Lawyer Wisdom Akaho are joining Ewo Corn. So, lawyer, Mima Ajo Emo Akwaba ene enumere Edo Eba a time tap send Jumedieso.
Nana mejo so mema wajo ema akwaba ana mema obia swajo ene akwaba ohu ye de
nyamina dum wa hwe me so de afa baako aka me mfi hu de na chese divine selection eno ana de nam
happy belated birthday.
Thank you lawyer, thank you. Right. Yo, and ye ba wise ma solicitors na enye bibia anti nanseng na UK Prime Minister yete say or the white paper be ababe tudwa when it comes to the UK immigration na oka ensem bebre efa UK immigration ye a lawyer for na ye customers so immigration ensem efa omho enti na say ye bomodin na ye ba wasuye na ye no twetwen komo na yetie ye white people ewo mu se ehu behia se yen ye wo hanom ye bibia na ye hu bibi wo mo nso a ye kwa akofo ma fi Ghana aba enso na ye hu nia se ye ansa na ye de o ma fi Ghana aba eno nti enene ya ba wasuye lawyer sa white people e pa ni wo mu
me da say nana me chubia biom yo ye nyina yati see white paper I mean majority of people now you use okrom ade nyina white o and me when you enter white paper when akoye so special so it has to be of concern, but you see white paper near actually and is the definition of a white paper. What is a white paper? A white paper is a report or guide that informs the readers exactly about a complex matter and presents the issuing body's philosophy on the matter. It is meant to help readers understand an issue, solve a problem, or make a decision. This is what we say is a white paper. And the long and short, say a binary issue white paper, all it means is almost identify some problems. And they are giving their views about the problems and how they are going to solve those problems. So a white paper is a report or a guide that tells readers about a difficult or complex issue and presents the government's philosophy or view on that matter, and it is meant to help readers understand the problem and how it is going to be solved. That is all. So UK government say, these are the problems we have identified, and this is how we're going to solve the problems. And no natural diabase white paper. And Cheresa Embrano about into effect yet. But enough way and not mupesa omoye. So we should not panic. Near make sure my clients say at least we've been around for a little while. Embrano eba neko. No more system. We are also here. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. We are still here. The white papers have come, everything has come, the laws have changed. We are still here. No panic, no shaking. We are here. And until I answer your what has said, a bar, near Tressa Hena, Tokrono, Eda, Nayansu, Yediafa, the Hono, Nayabua, yeah, a month for. So when we talk about the government, the white paper, it's all about the problems they've identified and how they are going to solve those problems. So, Obi, I catch us what's your white paper now? Because say, what is white paper? On wow, any white paper. So, but you definition now. The definition is a problem identified, the government's view on it, and how it's going to be solved. Simple. Now, let me ask a question. Nana, wait there. The question goes to everybody. You can be fair, answer the question or not. Nana, can you just imagine that the UK government says we have from today opened all the borders for people to come in without any checks? Nana, can you imagine? Can you just imagine? Anybody can go to the airport, board a plane, they come to the UK from all over the world. Anybody can take a ship, come to the UK. Anybody can travel anywhere and come to the UK. Can you just imagine if the UK opens its borders to everybody? Well, I cannot imagine it because there will be so much influx that it cannot be managed. And until every country has the responsibility to guard its borders, to control immigration. Otherwise, there will be too much pressure on the resources and they cannot, yes, thank you. It wouldn't be safe for anyone. Thank you very much. That is being very realistic, being very truthful. It will not be safe for anyone. You can have everybody come in and we won't even have space to walk around. Problems will arise with NHS. Thank you. NHS will be overwhelmed. Already it's under pressure. Schools will be under pressure. Housing will be under pressure. And everything else you can think of will be under pressure. And nothing government via a bar, they want to control immigration. The number of people who come in, the number of people who go out. Now, last year, I think 2023, the next migration, that is people who come in, thank you, high cost of living due to overpopulation by immigrants. You are giving me the right answers. And exactly why the government has to check immigration. So sometimes, but to be honest with you, we also have to be realistic. Say, if everybody is allowed to come, then it can just not be managed. They can just not manage it. That is why they control these things. Next migration, the number of people who have come to the country and the number of people who have left the country. In 2023, the number of people who came and minus the number of people who left, those who remained in the country who did not go was almost 1 million people. Next migration. So the people who came and some who left, those who remained and did not go, almost 1 million people. That's 906,000 in 2023. Now, can you imagine if this should continue year after year after year after year? It will not be sustainable. And that is why the government has taken up the responsibility of checking immigration. In 2024, net migration was 728,000. That is even a reduction from 906 to 728. Even with all the checks, even with that, the number of people who remain is 728,000 people. And they did not go back. And of course, it puts pressure on the government. So the government identified certain areas. 1, students. 2, health and care workers. 3, family visas. 4, offenders in the country and they want to remove them. We call them enforcements. So the government identified these sectors and decided to make it a little more difficult. So health and care, for instance, I'll start with that. We all know that a few years ago, when the government decided to open the floodgates or to open the gate for people who have skills in working in the health and care sector to come and work because of Brexit, a lot of the Eastern Europeans went back to their country and a lot of EU nationals also returned. So there was a lot of space in the health and care sector, coupled with COVID-19, where a lot of people passed and the care homes were left stranded. So the government gave the option that people could come and work in the country. Now, do you know what happened? You and I can testify to this, that people who are supposed to be employers brought workers and did not have jobs for them. A husband and a wife with their 3 children, they've come, no job for the husband, no job for the wife, and therefore a lot of stress in the system. We have talked about that over this on this program, a lot of stress in the system. A lot of employers who did not have the right number of people to work for them. They brought more people than they can really actually accommodate or they needed. So there was a spillover. They could not give jobs or hours to their employees. And therefore, people reported to the Home Office. The Home Office started conducting checks in the care homes and the workplaces, and they started revoking the sponsorship license for these employers. And once the sponsorship license is revoked, the employee's COS is also revoked. So a lot of people are currently in the system without jobs. And so the government said this is a problem. And that is in the white paper. The problem was identified. How do we solve it? The government is saying they are going to place a ban. They are going to stop employers from bringing people from outside the UK up until 2028. So from now to 2028, or from when the law kicks start up to 2028, an employer, health and care sector, not other sectors, construction can still bring, IT can still bring, hospitality can still bring, teachers, schools can still bring, prisons can still bring people. But for the health and care sector, they are placing a ban on them that you cannot bring anybody from outside the UK, you cannot employ from outside the UK up until 2028. Why? So that the people who are in the UK who have lost their job because the employers did not have job, you have to employ those people in the system first. After you've employed them and they've absorbed all of them, by 2028, that is in 3 years' time, by which time, if there is the need to open the door or to give more licenses for people to come from outside, then they will do that. But for now, too many people are in the system who can't find jobs and therefore absorb them. That is the solution the government is finding to the problem of overstaffing the UK. So that is part of the issues they raised in the white paper. So if you're an employer, a health and care sector employer, and you want to bring somebody from outside, what the government is saying is you have to prove that the whole of England, you haven't found anybody who can do the job you want them to do. And that is why you want to go and bring somebody from outside. How do you prove? How many advertisements have you made? How many people have you interviewed? What is so special about the job that you think nobody in this country, the whole of England, can do, that you have to bring somebody from outside? If you can prove that, then yes, you can bring somebody. But besides that, it is impossible for you to bring anybody until after 2028, when this problem hopefully has been solved. So that has to do with the health and care sector, and that is in the white paper. Again, if you look at the language they have used in the white paper, it does not mean that the rules have taken effect already. No. Some of the things they've stated have already taken effect, but majority is they are now going to place the bill before Parliament for them to pass it to get the assent of the King before it becomes law. Before it becomes law. So that is what it means. I know some people are sending some questions. I'll respond to those questions after I've done the brief presentation. There is so much in this, but I can't exhaust everything, but I'll just give you some bullet points as we go along. So that has to do with the health and care sector. Ban bringing people outside until the people in the UK have been absorbed and employed. That to me is a good thing. It's a very good thing. At least the government is looking after the people who are stranded in the system. And that is why they are saying I put out some information some time ago. Those whose licenses have been revoked, they are regional partners you have to contact and see if they can help you. They are there to assist. And of course, if you need help, please contact them. If you need that link, talk to Nana, or you can talk to me after the program. I'll just send you the link and then you can contact them. So that is problem number one, and the solution is what the government has given. That is part of the white paper. Number two, students. The government is saying that some universities, they bring people to the country, but they are not able to ensure that they attend the school. And therefore, they are going to bring a system, amber, green, amber, red. Green, amber, red. Green means the school is complying with the rules and regulations and the guidelines. Amber means you are defaulting and therefore you may be given warning, or they will give you guidance as to how to bring people and how to maintain them in the school. Red means the university is in danger of breaching the rules that govern bringing students from outside and for them to stay in the UK and, of course, work in the UK after they finish. Now, this is going to be difficult. Now, if the universities bring the students and the students don't show up, what can the universities do? They are not going to go around chasing and looking for the students. It's going to be very difficult, but the government says they are going to do it. So we are waiting to see the details of the rules that will come. We are waiting for the details. We don't have the details. Now what we have is the skeleton of what they intend to do. So we are waiting for the details. So they are saying, we will. By the end of the year, we will. By summer, we will. Getting to the end of the year, we will. That means they are now bringing the rules out gradually. So with students, the universities are also going to be under pressure. So if you have a brother, a sister, a friend who is coming to school, let them understand that when they come, they have to go to school. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to stay in this country. It's becoming very difficult. So it also means that maybe very likely the universities will also put out conditions that you have to prove that you can pay your tuition fee for maybe the 2 years before you enroll. It's going to be difficult for them to enroll people, but let's see how it goes. When we get the details, let's see how that goes. The other one is the government is saying, if you finish your university degree, master's or your PhD or your first degree, we will give you, the PhD is 3 years. If it is master's or first degree, they give you 2 years to work in the UK. 2 years, the government says they are going to reduce it to 1.5 years. Instead of 24 months, they are reducing it to 18 months. To them, that is a way of addressing the problem. And what they are also saying is the graduates are not performing graduate level jobs. They are settling down for low level skill jobs. And that is not why they gave you the visa to be in the UK. They gave you the visa so that you can get a graduate level job. But the question is, if you don't get a job, what do you do? If you apply and you don't get it, what do you do? So those are some of the questions that will come up as we go along. So they're going to reduce the graduate, postgraduate 2 years to 18 months. So let's take notes of that. Other major points that the government has also brought in, or will bring in, let me say that, will bring in or intends to bring in, is the English language requirements for spouses. Right now, if you want to bring your wife or your husband from outside, they have to write the English language test at level A1. And when they enter the UK with their 2.5, and they're going for the second 2.5, they have to write the English language test at level A2. So A1 to come in, A2 to extend. And if they're going to go for, or when they're going to go for indefinite, they have to do B1. The government says they want to change the B1 to B2. So from A1, A2, B2. Instead of A1, A2, B1, they want to remove the B1 and send it straight to B2. And B2, I understand, is like an A-level standard of English. How many of our old ladies can speak the A-level standard of English? So it is also a way of trying to tighten it so that people cannot pass, and then they'll forever remain on 2.5 until they get 65 years. If you are 65 years, you don't write any tests, you don't write any exams, you don't do anything, you just go straight for your indefinite and you go for your British citizenship. That is if you are 65 years. But until then, you're coming from outside, it's A1. To extend, A2. For indefinite, B2. Right now, it is B1, but they intend to take it to B2. We are waiting to see the details. The next thing is the government intends to change the life in the UK test. Right now, if you write the life in the UK test and you've used it, it is forever. It doesn't expire. Life in the UK test does not expire. Right now, they are intending on revising it from time to time. And I will not be surprised if they make it limited, if they say it is valid for a certain number of years. I'm just guessing, but we are waiting to see that as well. They intend to change it. So if you are eligible to write, if you want or you intend on going for your British citizenship in the future, I would advise you to do it now. Do the life in the UK test now. Because if it changes, it might be so difficult to pass. Or even if you write it, it might just have an expiry date. It might. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm just guessing because of the way things are going. It is possible to put an expiry date on it because they said they're going to be reviewing it. I would advise that if you can, please write the life in the UK test now. Keep the result. If you're eligible for indefinite, please use it. If you're eligible for citizenship, please use that for your British citizenship application. If you don't, and the changes take effect, you will be affected. So please take note of that. That has to do with the English language as well. Now, with the English language also, the government is saying that if you bring in your wife, it's only your wife who has to write the test. If you bring in your wife and the children, it's only your wife that will have to write the test. If you bring in your husband and his children, it's only your husband who has to write the test. Now, they are thinking of making the dependents, the children, also write the test. It's in the white paper. They want to make the dependents also write the test. Not only the main applicant, but the dependents as well to write the test. It's going to be a massive change in the system. So please, if you want to bring your hubby, your wifey, you want to bring them now and the children, I would quickly want to do that before the changes take effect. So let's bear that in mind. The other thing is this. The financial requirement, we know it was 18,600 and they increased it to 29,000 pounds. Mark, Migration Advisory Committee has been asked by the government to advise them whether they should take it to 38,000 or they should keep it where it is. Nobody knows what advice is going to come. Even 29,000, people are struggling. People are struggling. So I would say, if you can, please, do the application as soon as possible. Do the application as soon as possible. Now, that is just part of it. Now, again, when it comes to the English language, if you're going for settlement, we have different categories of people. We have dependents, adult dependents, relatives, etc., etc. Of course, I'm not able to spend or digest the whole thing in 1 hour. So, of course, follow-up questions will come. And of course, you can always call the office. I'm more than happy, or come. I can explain further for you who has to write and who doesn't have to write, etc., etc. So that is for your information. Now, if you intend to bring your spouse again, like I said, Mark is advising the government, are they going to keep the figure at 29,000 or is going to go up? As for coming down, it will not. But as to whether it's going to go up or it's going to be where it is, we have to wait and see. So let's take note of that. Very, very, very important. Now, again, very important area we've not been talking about, but I want to talk about it now. It's also in the white paper. They want to make it very easy, very, very easy for border officials at the airports. When you arrive at the airport and they assess you and they deem that you are not supposed to come to the UK, he says, we will tighten up the rules. We apply both at the border and within our immigration system to make it easier to refuse entry or asylum. They want to make it easy to refuse your entry and to refuse your asylum. They have said it, they will do it. They want to make it easier. So a border official can at the border say, well, you are coming for a visit for 6 months, but you were supposed to come on a certain date, maybe 15th of June. You were supposed to come last year. You didn't come. The visa is still valid. Why are you coming now? I'm sorry. Your time has passed. Return to your sender. They want to make it very easy for the border officials to refuse and return people home. They may ask you to come in and do admin review. That is a possibility. But the government have made it clear that they intend to make it easier to refuse entry or asylum to those individuals who break the rules or break the laws. So that is it. They want to make it easy to remove. The other thing with deportation and removal is those of us who have brought our children from Ghana and they have come to be in this country. Some of them have indefinite leave to remain, but their character is very questionable. Some are involved in drugs peddling, in gangs, in night crimes, etc., etc. The government is saying that if you have indefinite leave and you have been convicted and you've been given for more than a year or up to 12 months, you are described or you are called a foreign criminal. They will deport you. The fact that you have indefinite leave does not stop them from deporting you. So I would say this is a caution for us all to caution our children, because the kind of things that we are dealing with, the kind of things that we are seeing, our children, the young adults, youngsters, 18 years, 21 years, 19 years, the kind of things that we are seeing that comes before us, Ghanaian children getting involved in these things, it's very concerning. If they take them to jail, they come out, the government wants to deport them. They don't care whether they've spent whatever number of years in this country, they will send them away. They don't care whether they have family back home or not, they will send them away. They want to get rid of the criminals as much as they can. Their own people who are British are criminals. There's nothing they can do about them. They imprison them, but when they come out, they are British. But you who came from outside, they know where you came from, they will send you back. So that is something we have to take note of. And he also says, we will simplify the rules and process for removing foreign national offenders and further targeted action against any recent arrivals who commit crimes in the UK before their offending can escalate. So You commit one crime, you commit 2 crimes, they send you off. They don't even want to wait for you to commit more crimes. The other day, I had a document before me from somebody brought it from another firm for me to look at. And if you look at the number of offenses this young man has committed, 21-year-old, who came from Ghana, and the number of offenses he has committed, you would ask yourself, what is wrong? Think about the crack cocaine, the heroin, the knife, the gun, the gang, the acid, whatever you can think of. This young man is involved, and the government has put it in the white paper that they will take them away. They will remove them. So please, let's all caution our boys, especially our boys, because you hardly get the ladies, the girls getting involved in this. It is our boys who are normally in these problems. The other thing in the white paper is we will introduce tighter controls. We will introduce tighter controls, restrictions, and security and scrutiny of those who attempt to abuse and misuse the immigration system and who arrive and with a pre-existing intention to claim asylum. Now, recently it came out, it's not in the white paper I'm saying about, but it came out that people from Nigeria, people from Sri Lanka, people from Bangladesh, and the Home Office said they're going to give a longer list. If they come, especially students from Nigeria, when they come in Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, when they come as students, then they come and claim asylum. They don't go to the school. They come and claim asylum. And they have got the statistics. Because of that, they want to make it difficult for people to come with the intention of claiming asylum. As soon as they enter, they claim asylum. I don't know how they're going to do it, but we wait to see the details of what is going to be. Pakistan, what's that? What has Pakistan got to do? Okay, he says, we will introduce tighter control, restrictions, and scrutiny. I've just said it. And he said, we will continue to take steps to tackle illegal working. Illegal working is, I'll be honest with you, it is already difficult for people to work in this country. Even those who have the legal right to be in the country are finding it difficult to get jobs. Now it is, the government is tightening up. Everywhere you go, they are saying share code, share code. Bring share code, bring share code. Share code, share code. So, if you can't produce your share code, then you can't work. If you can't produce your share code, you can't rent. If you can't produce your share code, you can't have a driving license. Everything is now digitized. So, therefore, it means you must have the right to work. And they are saying they will make it difficult for people who don't have the right to work to remain in this country. So we continue to take steps to tackle illegal working. An employer who employs a person who does not have the right to be in the UK will be fined £60,000, 60. How many employers want to pay £60,000 for a single employee? And it is for an employee. So if they catch 2 people, 3 people working with you who do not have the right to be in the UK, they will multiply 60,000 by the number of people they've arrested in your place of work. That is huge. And that is one thing they are bringing to the system. Another thing in the white paper is this. You cannot, it says, we will build on existing banking measures to ensure this reflect advances in technology so that if you can, it becomes more difficult to have a bank account, becomes so difficult to have a driving license. Now, everything is connected. The Home Office is connected to the DVLA. So if you apply for license, they check with the DVLA, they check with the Home Office first before they issue. If you're not eligible to be in the UK, it is not going to be granted. The banks, when our Prime Minister, former Prime Minister Theresa May was the Home Secretary, she introduced the, a system which was very draconian. A hostile environment. That's how she called it. Hostile environment. You can't open a bank account. They will close your bank account. They will seize your money, etc., etc., etc. They want to bring it again. I know they started it. They stopped it. Now they want to bring that again. Please. It is also very important that if you know that you don't have the right to be in the UK, my friend, I won't keep my plenty money there, just in case the people go and take your money. You've lost everything. So you have to be tactical. Yes, have a bank account, but be tactical about how you do things so that you don't end up losing twice. The last two things I want to talk about is, there's a lot more to talk about, but we can't exhaust it. And settlement. They want to change some of the rules from 5 years to 10 years. They want to change some of the routes from 5 years to 10 years. I know they are targeting the health and care sector and the skilled worker route. After 5 years, you get your indefinite. I strongly believe they are targeting that sector. From 5 years, they want to make it 10 years. We are waiting to see the details. As for the marriage people, if you bring your husband and wife, it used to be 2 years. As at the 9th of July 2012, it was 2 years. From the 9th of July 2012 to date, they took it to 5 years. So far, they have not indicated that it's going to be 10 years. But what they are saying is this: they want to introduce the point-based system into settlement and point-based system into British citizenship. Point-based system into settlement and point-based system into citizenship. I'll give an example. If you want to come to this country as a student, you need to earn points. 1, you have to get a confirmation of acceptance for study. That is 50 points. That is the university gives you. 2, your finances gives you 10 points. 3, the language qualification gives you 10 points. So in total, you need 70 points to come to study in the UK. That is the point-based system. I suspect from reading this white paper, they may bring in points into the settlement and even possibly into the citizenship. They can say, well, English language, if you pass, that will give you 10 points. Your financial requirement, if you work and you earn a certain amount, that gives you 20 points. XYZ will give you another point. I suspect that that can come because they have clearly stated that they are thinking of making settlement. It has to be earned. You have to earn it. It's not automatic. You have to earn it. And to become a British, they are saying you have to earn it. And they are thinking of introducing the points-based system into that sector. If that happens, it's going to disqualify so many people because once you can't score the point, that's it. If you can't score the point, that is it. So I will leave it at this. There's a lot more, Banana. It's already 9 o'clock. I will take some questions and we can say thank you very much for the opportunity. If anybody needs any more clarification, of course, they can always call our office and come and sit down. Of course, if you call me on the office line, I may not be able to go into detail, but if you come, you need further explanations, more than happy, we'll sit down. I explain to you what you should do, what you should not do. Nana, thank you so much. There's so many hands up there. Can you please pick them and let's roll? Thank you.
Right, lawyer, everybody saying a brief explanation of the about this white paper. Before say you better and for me than me honma for 1 or 2 adverts. Now before that, no, I mean Busa said na obi Busa meaning say earlier on you talked about it. Say everybody and this white paper no government no be implementing. Briefly, now for Adani or Yabania other questions.
We haven't, from this document, we haven't got any fixed date. So when you read some of the paragraphs, it says, by the end of the year, we will. In summer, we will. We are intending to do this. So they've not given us a fixed date for anything. What we'll have to do is, or wait, is it's going to go into Parliament as a bill. They would, of course, debate it, do the first reading, second reading, and whatever, before it is passed. And then, of course, these things will pass because the Conservatives even want it to be harder than this. So the Conservatives will support them and it will pass and it will become law. So I suspect in the next few months, we'll be seeing these things in action.
Yo, producer, Mr. Mamefa, 1 or 2 adverts in PM. Right after that, I will give you the platform, the opportunity for you to also ask all your questions that you need to know about this white paper and also any general immigration question. Lawyer will be more than happy to answer you. I'll be right back.
My chef and party planner. You know we can't get this retirement/birthday shindig go wrong.
Everything is almost ready, but small problem.
Why? What's up?
We are way over budget, Kweku.
Everything is almost twice the estimate.
Alibaba, okay? No worries. So with TAPTAP, I have got a cake and decorations covered from here. You handle the food. If any extra expenses comes up, just text me or call me. I'm off today, so I should be easily reachable.
Hey, Chairman, it is for day.
Say, no be easy, you. Chairman has time and money.
Allah,
Kweku tap, Kweku do, Kweku do.
Ah, Chairman can call you.
Hey, Alande, Chairman send them.
TAPTAP send. Papa no.
If you're looking to buy real estate right here in Ghana, you're looking to buy a property in Ghana, and you are a diaspora, and of course, one of the most important factors you also think about is your security. Then if security is your paramount, one of your paramount factors in considering whether to buy a property or not, and of course, you have to consider some of the prime neighborhoods right here in Ghana, because of course, those prime neighborhood comes with a very high level of security in terms of, your properties and life. And those areas, of course, includes East Legon, it includes Airport, it includes Chado, it includes Adrengano, it includes Ridge, it includes Jowulu, and so many other beautiful neighborhoods. Now, those neighborhoods, trust me, they are prime and they are safe and conducive for people or environment or family looking to actually relocate back here in Ghana. So in today's video, I'm going to show you a property inside West Trosako, which is also considered as a very safe neighborhood for you to actually look at considering buying a property.
That's a day. And many na TAPTAP for I run away. Tinami show mo TAPTAP for the show the say about the TAPTAP send. Now or the Selton Sky, the will be a TAPTAP home out. TAPTAP, you are the best.
Right, welcome back again to the show. Time with TAPTAP time with yourself and Nana Kwame Oseitu. With me on the show tonight, my special guest from Wisman Solicitors, Lawyer Wisdom Akaho, and we are having a discussion on the UK Prime Minister's white paper on UK's immigration. Right, Lawyer, this is your time. Yemfa questions, Kakra. So I will start with Mohammed. Mohammed, please go ahead and ask your question.
Hello.
Hi, Mohammed.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'm concerned about students coming in and the proposition to increase the 5-year to 10 years. And is this still a worthy cause bringing in children from home to study here instead of other European countries? And also, dependents having to write English tests. So for those wives that are not educated, how do they, fit into this? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. With the English, this is what it says, and anybody can go online and print the white paper. And I like that to be done so that you can read it yourself. Now, if you go to paragraph 253, it says to support this, we will introduce new English language requirements across a broader range of immigration routes for both male applicants and their dependents. Paragraph 253. Please read there. 253, paragraph 253, or number 253. And to ensure better knowledge of English, including assessment of improvements over time. And then 254 also goes on from B1 to B2. 255 says we will introduce new English language requirement for all adult dependents of workers and students at level A1 to align to spousal and partner routes and would work towards increasing this requirement over time. So adult dependents would also have to write that is adult dependence of workers and students. Those for spouses is already there. Adult dependence for workers and students will be added to it. Now, if your wife cannot speak English, unfortunately, they can't make it to the UK. Or until they are 65 years and above, they can't come in. But I'll be very honest with you. The English language is speaking and listening. It is not that difficult. What I tell people is this. Go to YouTube, enter English language level A1. Watch it, listen, let them listen to it over and over and over and over. Sometimes it's the accent. They can speak the English, but it's the accent. That is what beats us. Usually when we were all in Ghana and when we came here, when they say pardon, because we were not getting the accent. Until later, you get used to it. So let them listen to it over and over and over. It's just speaking and listening. They will pass it. But once the person has made in his mind that but if you tell yourself you can write it, they'll write it. The second aspect is bringing students to the UK. They never said they are going to take it from 5 years to 10 years. It used to be 10 years. You could do from just one course to another course to another course to another course for 10 years, and then you get your indefinite leave to remain. They took that away. Right now, students, if you come as a student to study for 1 year after the course, they give you 2 years postgraduate route. Now they want to reduce it to 18 months. So, of course, during that time, if anything happens, you have a relationship, you have a child, you can always move to the parent route. Nobody can stop that from happening. So it's not going to change from 5 years to 10 years. But of course, if you have opportunity for your child or your family member in Canada and anywhere else in the world, why not? They have the chance and, of course, the option to go there. It's not the English education alone that is ruling the world. Other places are making waves as well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mohammed. Let's move on. Abdul, yeah. Abdul, please go ahead and ask your question.
Good evening. Sorry, I'm in a bus. Might be a bit noisy.
That's okay.
I've got a question concerning the chair.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Sorry, can you hear me?
No.
Can you say? Oh.
Yeah. Can you hear?
Okay, you go on. Let's try.
Send a text, send a message in the chat room so that we can read it for you. We hardly hear what you are, and it's not helping us. Let's move on to Justice. Justice, please go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, good evening. I'm married to a EU national, so I've now got a pre-settle. So it's left with some few months to apply for the settled status. So I'm asking, because it seems that talking is too much, I'm confused if I'll be affected or not. And the second question is, what time should I apply? Because last time I called and the lawyer said I should have applied on the day that, the date on my marriage certificate. So someone to be saying I can apply 28 days before that time. So I'm now confused. And what documents do they need so that I can at least prepare and gather all of them? Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Justice. The documents you need is to prove that you've been in the UK for 5 years with your wife. Any document, gas, water, electricity, TV license, bank statement, pay slips, letter from employer. This will stretch over 5 years and you can use that to make the application. As to whether you should apply now or not, I still insist that the requirement is you have to be a family member of an EU national for 5 years. The date you married is the date you became a family member. If you were in the UK, you count it from the date of your marriage. If you came from outside, you count from the date you arrived in the UK. So look on the date of the marriage certificate. That is, if you were in the UK and the families did the marriage ceremony and sent the certificate to you, look for the date on the marriage certificate and count 5 years from that date. But make sure you prove that you've been in the UK during that time for 5 years, you should get your indefinite leave to remain.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you, Justice. My time is limited, so I can allow only one.
28 days, question at a time. Thank you. The 28 days does not apply to EU nationals. The 28 days applies to people who are applying under the UK immigration rules. Yours is EU rules, Appendix EUSS, not immigration rules. If you've been able to wait for 4 years plus, you can wait for 28 days. Please wait for 28 days and put it in so they don't refuse application or return it to you. Okay, thank you.
All right. Lawyer Obi Ebusa said, do you think we should all write to our local MPs to complain mainly on the issues of the white paper?
Of course, if we can, why not? I mean, they are representing us. So if we have concerns with this, it's our responsibility or our duty to write to them, to let them understand that what is coming is not favorable. We are the people who elected you, and you are here to fight in our interest. And if this is going to be so draconian and affect us, please say something on our behalf. So yes, I would say yes. In fact, if somebody even sets up a link for us to sign or a petition for us to sign, I think that will be very helpful. The more voices that we hear, the more voices that come out, I think that will make some difference. But right now, it's a white paper. It hasn't even come into laws yet. So what are you really arguing about? If it comes into law, of course, we don't want to wait until it comes into law. You can start lobbying with your MPs, talking to them now. It is possible. I'm sure they will pay attention to certain things.
Okay. Maminfa Ekia. Ekia, please go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, hello, lawyer. Good evening.
Evening.
Me patron, me family member of an EU citizen. Na me ne me ba penny ne ba ha number wo me ba otoso wa ha in 2019. But last year November yenya ye indefinite. Patron me to me register and colana na said just me train 1 year.
Uban penny no we sign.
Patron penny ni be 8 in July.
8 years.
Yeah, in July.
And I keep one where?
Ketran's be 6 October.
Okay, and munya indefinitely together, one.
Mpacha in November.
All right. November last year, right?
Mpacha.
And in November this year, no 1 year on top of the 5 indefinite, 9 years, 6 years.
Mpacha.
Yeah, may say year with British citizenship. So your life in the UK test, no actual English language level B. Right now it's level B1, but it's going to go to level B2.
Yeah.
Now, would any more running now? Application for British citizenship. If you are doing it together, you will get it. If you're doing it separately for the children, it will be refused because they were not born here. I mean, the first one was not born here. The second one was born here. The second one, you can register as a British citizen under Section 1(3) of the British Nationality Act. The first one, you have to register under Section 3(1). It's a reverse. The one who was not born here, you register under Section 3(1). The one who was born here, you register under Section 1(3). It's a reverse, okay, of the British Nationality Act. And yours is going to be under Section 6, Schedule 1(2) of the British Nationality Act. Put all together.
Ideally, me oba advice is I mean train 1 year, mature 1 year,
Me pajo train. Okay. We necessary to be refused. Don't throw the money away. Don't do that, please.
Me pacho me das.
But sikani wahona upeso mami bin so and wait me their brain. Don't throw it away, please. Don't do that.
Me pacho want to das.
Yes.
Okay, and then you may also the idea. Lawyer Maminfa Bako and so I'll say please, is the 10 years before the indefinite going to affect the skill workers who already got the switch before the law?
Right. Very interesting question. There's something we call transitional arrangement. Now, if a law is passed, usually it does not have retrospective effect. In other words, it doesn't go back to people who are already under the old rules. Usually it does not. It rather takes effect going forward. In fact, majority of the rules that I have seen and read in the UK have always not been backwards. It's rather forward. We are only hoping and trusting that if we get the details, or when we get the details, it will not have a retrospective effect. It will not be fair. It will not be very fair for people who are already on the old rule to be affected by the new system that is coming into effect. So let's wait until the details come and we know exactly where we stand. But I hope it will not have retrospective effect. It shouldn't go backwards, ideally. Yes?
Okay. Me that's it. Yemfa Sarah and Fanchal. Sarah Mpacho, go ahead and ask your question. Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Sarah, and you're ready. Let's move on to Gideon. Gideon, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, Lawyer Macho, good evening.
Evening. How are you?
I'm fine. My name is Irena Ewokrom Hanemema. And my Irena problem kakrana COS no ya trust COS ni. Because who say Semiminya Bia, is it going to cover her and the kids?
Well, it depends. It depends. I think I've mentioned some codes here before. It's SOC 2020-6135, SOC 2020-6136, SOC 2010-6145, SOC 2010-6146. Now, the rules changed on the 11th of March 2024. Now, what it says is if you were on a skilled worker visa route and you moved to another route, you are still able to move with your dependents. In your case, you were not on the skilled worker route, you were a dependent. I can say that if you get a sponsorship and you are moving because of the children, if you make a very strong argument based on the Section 55 of the Border Citizenship and Immigration Act of 2009, the children's best interest, you argue your Article 8 rights, you will be given. I have seen it before. People who the partner switched, and because they had children involved, they allowed them to switch with the family. So yes, that is the best thing you have to do, but make sure you get a very good representation, good case laws, good articles to support your application. You should be granted. Okay?
I think I'll speak with you later, maybe tomorrow around.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
So have the office number. I hope you have my office number too. You can call the office number.
I only have what is written here.
Yes, that's fine. That is very, very fine. What you have is, that's it. We have the office one and the mobile one. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Yo, yen twas Gideon Yedase, yen fa a Hannah essay or question. Hannah Coleman. Hannah, please go ahead and ask your question.
Bacho, good evening.
Good evening.
Bacha Pomwe. Bacho, Mr. say, me by UK, no, me by with English test A1 level.
Yes.
So, or we is not so now renew one. Do you have to write another exams to
A2? You have to do A2. Yes.
Oh, okay.
A2, B1, but it's going to change from B1 to B2. Yes.
Oh, okay. So one D2 Kwana Metro for extension.
A2.
A2. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. And to me, Patricia, so would they acquire a process, but Onyamba can wants to say, but like she is going to write the same exams like A1 level to enter the UK.
Right now, no. Right now, as long as a child, as far we know, is as long as they're under 18 years, they don't write the exams. It's the adult dependent relatives who didn't used to write, but they just want to introduce that for them. But children under 18, adults above 65, these categories don't write. Under 18, no writing. Above 65, no writing. So your children, if they are coming, do not have to write the tests.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe last 2 weeks, I think the Mataya Bahobi then for more inquiries.
Thank you. Bless you.
Right.
Yo, Hannah, Yadasi, and Enyumre. Lawyer, me or a being so our chat from Hanamo. Or say, lawyer, my nephew has received a pre-travel check email. They have asked his mother to fill out a form and send it back. Could you please explain what this means? My nephew is 17 years old. His mother said she would go and bring him, but if she doesn't and instead meet him at the airport in the UK, would he still be allowed to travel?
Thank you very much. Now, there is a reason why the caseworker is sending out this questionnaire, pre-travel check email. It's not for fun. It's not for chit-chat. It's for a reason. Now, if you see the visas that they endorse in the passport, one is to accompany and one is to join. One is accompany to, then ACC means accompany, and then the other one is to join. If they put to accompany, you have to go and bring the child. You are accompanying the child to the UK. So once they put it to accompany on the visa, there is no way they will allow the child to travel alone. No way. You have to go and bring the child. But if they write to join, then it means you can wait at the airport. The child will come to meet you here in the UK. So if you're going to bring the child, confirm so. If you say you will go and you change your mind later, they will issue the visa, but the child will not come until and unless you go to bring the child. There's a reason why they are doing it this way.
Okay. Another one here, lawyer. Please.
I request to know if an overstayer can go to the hospital or private GP when sick. Is that it?
Yes. And then I'll say most private GPs are requesting for ID during appointment. What would be your advice?
Go to the A&E. Go to the A&E. A&E, they don't ask for anything. They don't ask for your check. They don't check your status. They will have to treat you anyway. If you don't have a GP, then you have a problem. If you don't have a private one and they're asking for your ID, then you still have a problem. But if you go to A&E and you are screaming and dying, they will attend to you. They'll not say, where's your passport before they treat you. Go to the A&E, please.
Okay, another one here asking about the skilled worker route, 5 years to indefinite. If it happens, law no SSA na 10 years, will it affect those who are already here in the UK? I think you've touched on this.
I touched on that, yes. If we're waiting for the details, but I said usually the laws do not have retrospective effect. It doesn't go backwards. It doesn't affect those who are already under the old rules. It normally affects those who are coming under the new rules. So we are waiting. We are waiting to see. I hope that it should not have that retrospective effects on people who are already in the system, because they have legitimate expectation that after 5 years, they'll get their indefinite. Why would you want to put them on 10 years? That is going to be too harsh and very unfair. So we hope it will not have a retrospective and a backward effect on people. Let's wait and see.
Yemfa Prince, if he Prince Ebefa Paul. Prince, You.
Hello, lawyer. Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. You good?
Yes. If I show media and say, yeah, me the COS nearby. I'm talking for myself. As a care worker, but hereby, unfortunately, many company, I started documents ni bibia. But as to say, best started Jumano. Honestly, no money ejuma. Ejuma ni kakra bi. Ene nipa na ye buy na like ye do so change ejuma no. Omo man ejuma. And I only started my induction and my shadowing. Since then, that was 2023 October. Since then, omo man ejuma beam AB6 Abri. And it's only my wife and oye ejuma to support the family I UK. Ye baba ako ena menini mienu. But sisi me try say menya sponsorship and I say me pay 20 hours no. But unya 20 hours no kwa na off pay reference or mo honoma. Now yeah, they are resisting not to say omo be confirm amount. It's ama ejuma ayedin. So we don't know how like we can be. It is a emrana SSA yenum sana ebekayana.
It's so difficult to say with certainty what is going to happen. But my advice is Selvanya another switch because it's difficult. You are not the only person. A problem in the system. I don't think a government in this idea 20 hours there. As to whether they'll give you reference or not, I don't know. I don't understand. My advice is if you get another employer who can give you hours, please switch. Because one share time in the person, 3 years per term, 2 years per term, 5 years per back, and you have no evidence to prove that you've done, you've complied with the regulations or the rules. Look for another one and switch if you can, and if you are sure you get hours there. Sunlink na midisani no unyae. The link be sent here some time ago. Did you get it?
I'm not sure. So if lawyer will be to me, assign share with us again, that would be great.
Okay, I'm going to send it to you, and then you could put it on the platform, please.
Sure. Right. Yemfa Prince. Paul. Sorry. Yemfa Paul. And so Ewa Hanamo. Paul, please go ahead and ask your question.
I think I'm under mute. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Nana, mine is not a question per se, but I would like to speak with you. I've been observing or watching, participating in your program, this webinar from TAPTAP, and I think that we are doing a great job. I need you here. I am the current president of all Ghanaian students studying in Germany.
Okay.
Of any level, we have some webinar coming, so I wish to have a link connection with you, or maybe a discussion with you regarding the upcoming webinar to see if there is something we can do. I have seen you doing a lot, and I've been watching your webinar. So please, how do I get in touch with you?
Paul, check in the chat room. I've sent you a private message with my contacts, and let's talk, and I'll be very happy to do something with you as well, because I've been looking to get somebody in Germany to help us to understand the Germany immigration issues. Maybe you'll be a very good link that can help us so that we can educate our family members also living in Germany when it comes to immigration issues.
Exactly. Then my last one, lawyer, please. Some of my people, that is my constituent, student, are of the view that because of the language issue, moving to UK for this after graduate studies and resettling in UK is the best way to go. But with your explanations and how they have also reduced the 2 years to 1.5 years, just like Germany, maybe I'll have to pick your number from here and talk to you behind the scene. I will need some other clarification from you if you don't mind. I will chat you on WhatsApp.
That's not a problem. Take the number from it's on the platform in the chat room, 07931 411-042. 079-31-411-042. We can talk.
Okay, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you all.
Pleasure.
Have a good evening. Right, let's move on. Lawyer, I currently hold Ghana passport.
Okay.
Lawyer, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Thank you very much. We have 13 minutes to go. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll try my best to pick as much as I can within this short space of time. So our answers are quick am I. I currently hold Ghana and Italian passport. Can I acquire a third citizenship, i.e. British citizenship? Kwejo Birmingham.
Kwejo, you want to be like me, right? So I'm asking myself the same question. If I want to be a third country national, of course, there is no law that prevents you from becoming a national of 3 countries. I don't know. I believe Italy allows dual nationality. Ghana allows dual nationality. UK allows dual nationality. So you can hold the Italian, you can hold the Ghana one. As for Ghana one, is by birth. Whether you like it or not, you are already Ghanaian. So that one is automatic. The British one, yes, you can get it. If you meet all the requirements, it should not be a problem at all, because I believe all these 3 countries allow dual nationality, and therefore you can apply for it. Thank you.
Right. Galaxy. Bacho, go ahead and ask your question. Galaxy.
Hello, how are you?
Bacho, YTO.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Statement is above £250. Sunny, go explain. Well, I mean, be a coque taste and my Latin.
Fee waiver, if you wanna. If you have application.
Yeah.
Yes. If you waiver, I'm Antonia man, Ubeshika ni ukeatu ni utoni bahi ameshika. Alo yeshika ni uketisha. We have free project creation or koshka fetition, utoni bahi ameshika ki ubeshika. Wo noni Antonia menake. Any money that comes into the account more than £250, you have to explain the source of the money. Allow any withdrawals or deduction or any debit from your account, which is more than £250, you have to explain it. So print the account and write on the statement, my children's shopping, school uniform, for food, for maybe car repairs, for money transfer for my child in Ghana. Write on it. Write on every amount that is above 200 or 250. Write beside it what that money is for. They want to be sure that you don't have money hiding somewhere, and you are coming to say that you don't have money, and they should let you have or go free with the home office fee and the application fee, which is £3,908.50. They are very tough these days. Explain it and back it with the supporting documents. You should be fine. You should be fine.
Thank you.
Over the office no. Monday no office number. We office number.
Your office number.
Monday no
Yeah. Ofa de ko be unji e be no wi na kanu mi uni fie ska me na me hawo wo fe no ko fio na me ame hawo si to bo no wi na kanu na bi mi aka okay this support ni can support ye shia ni tomo yes it was you say ni school say ni na receipt can be a
very good
yeah.
Oh, you are doing.
The work when British, you are in Mitaoni, by saying British Nunishi, a BBB question come piake, near fear, a real because it's money
Tomo ebe rie ni kela ke o rie ni si le fi la ke ko o ba du mo si e bi e na ba fe o na bodo wo fi o le ni e ba fita mo fi ba fita na ba fe na po ba fo picture ji kan ni bi e fi la ke na kan ni ke o ni ni ke o abojo fe na ka hun si e na Africa je hun si awon no ni si problem ko kra be
no offer me what 12 minutes to go. The academy team can inside. I have 12 minutes to go.
Over the charming no bani owi. Oh no.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And you know what my kind of you lawyer, my family. Who said the American grandparents no, I call wedding kind of cross one thing. All right. Let me pick Zuboy. Zuboy, please go ahead and ask your question.
Yes. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes. Please, a friend of mine came to the UK with a partner. With his partner, and now the woman decided to divorce him without his knowledge, saying that she's going to, because she married the real one, the Muslim one. She said she's going to put the new husband on her paper without the knowledge of the previous one that they married and came to the UK together. So what would the man do as a dependent to apply? Because today we went to the lady and asking her, what is she going to do with the man? She said she don't have anything to do with him. She has divorced. And I asked her, can she show me the divorce letter? And she said, no, the paper has not been ready because they need to append their signatures. And I said, then if you can't show us the divorce letter, then we don't think it is true. But what are you going to do with the man? Because you can't terminate his extension here. He will suffer, he become illegal. So what else can the dependent do without it?
Zuboy, please, me time, Ninti. Lawyer, your case has been established. Lawyer can give you a quick advice, but I will advise that you direct your friend to speak to lawyer after the show. He will be able to definitely advise on this issue.
Yeah. We call her tomorrow, but I just want to have some piece of advice.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Zuboy, thank you for the question. Now, one, you can't divorce anybody without informing them, especially if you know where they are, you know their address, you know where they live, you know you have their telephone number, you have their address, you are in contact with them. You can't just go and do it behind them and say, I've divorced you. The man can challenge that divorce certificate and it will be deemed as a false document.
I told her it's a false pretense because she'll be in trouble. Yeah, I already told her.
She can be in trouble. But the point is, if she decides to do it and the marriage is terminated, she would move on. The dependent will also have to find another way of regularizing their stay in the UK. This cannot be discussed in totality over this medium. Call the office.
I'll call you tomorrow. God willing. I'll call. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Pleasure. Nana?
Right, lawyer. 1 or 2B. All right, quick one. This one is asking, those of us with first degree and masters from Ghana, are we also required to write the English language test? Thank you.
No, you don't have to write the English.
Let me add this one, the same English language. English language requirement. If you have a child, this is in relations to the white paper. If you have a child or if you have children less than 5 years, are they also required to write the English language if it becomes law?
I just can't imagine them telling kids of that age to write English language. It will not happen. Right now, it is under 18. I still strongly believe it will be maintained under 18. The worst case scenario, they may say under 17 or 16, but below that, I doubt if it will change. Now, if you have a degree in Ghana, you don't have to write the English test, but this is what you have to do. You have to have a certification from ECTIS, E-C-C-T-I-S. It used to be NARIC. It's not ECTIS, E-C-C-T-I-S. You send them your transcript, you send them your results, your certificate, and you send them a letter of proficiency in English from the university. These 3 documents, you send it to ECTIS, they would assess it and give you a covering letter to say that your degree is equivalent to a degree in the UK. You don't have to write the English language test.
Mamifa Richard. Now, if my last from the chat room, then we end here. Richard, please go ahead and ask your question.
Hello, good evening, lawyer.
Good evening, brother Richard.
Okay. Maybe a quick one. Me person me say me you a friend say family member, my wife and me depend on my wife. Na me me what 3 years na ewu na yesama 2 years. In person me say new law na abano 10 years route no. Yen you for no so ye be cost 10 years route ni biana.
You for there, mudia mutri na yo. You for there mutri kwapa because mono Emra Ebom Hubana are totally different from UK Emra. And you for the move under the EUSS, the withdrawal agreement as until be intimate finance and come and you are safe. Okay?
Oh, good. That's great news. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Yo. Abusiafo say call Isua Mr. Join us on our OT media platform, and so I bring anytime we are about to have the show, send the information update on that platform. Said Obia and Subitimi, Kaimo, Namotimi joining. So if you're on the call and you are not on our OT Media WhatsApp platform, you can join the platform anytime we are about to have our show. We send a reminder there that it will remind you for you to join us on the show. Lawyer, my main last person encounter nafe the energy medino the contact details and so at the Amaye. Yemfa aye Daniel. Daniel, please go ahead and ask your question. Daniel. Daniel, please go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, please. My question is, I'm on a postgraduate visa. And my wife has gotten, as a dependent, has gotten sponsorship. So I'm asking that, can we move on to her as a dependent with the children?
Yes, I mean, as long as there are children involved, you have a very good case. Because I can't see how they would ask you and the children to leave the UK for your wife only to remain in the UK because she's got a sponsor. So yes, apply and make a strong argument, raising particularly Section 55 of the Border Citizenship and Immigration Act of 2009, which says every institution that is making the decision has to consider the best interest of the children. It is in the best interest of the children that they remain with their mother and particularly with their father in the UK. So put that argument out. Your application, I believe, will be successful. They can't just separate the family and ask you to go home with the children. If there are no children involved, then you have a problem. But in this case that there are children, you have a very strong case. Yes?
The children, they are not here with us. Now we wanted to, if you can move, I can move the children in addition so that we can bring them.
Are the kids for you? Is it both of your kids? Is it for you and your wife, or is your children alone?
Yes. On the visa, the children are on it.
Okay, if they are your kids.
When I was yes.
Yes, of course, then you can apply for them. If the kids are just for you alone or the wife alone, there's a problem. But if it's for both of you, then you can still apply and bring the kids, yes.
All right, both of us.
All right, Daniel. I will also strongly advise that you speak to a lawyer for further clarification, because sometimes you need to ask few questions for him to be able to give you a very concrete advice. So please speak to him, and he'll be more than happy to assist. So, a lawyer. Finally, I know your time is up. With regards to the COS, so today, say Obi Ewo overseas na company be Eka said they are willing to give him or her a COS. Would this application be approved by the Home Office?
If the employer can prove that they have searched, this is particularly with regards to health and care. I told you that the other sectors, construction is okay, IT is okay, hospitality industry is okay, teachers are okay, prisons are okay. They can still recruit, no problem. But when it comes to the healthcare sector, you have to prove that you have advertised, you have interviewed several people, and nobody is fit enough or meets the requirements here. Then you can bring somebody from outside. Otherwise, it's a no-no.
I was here for Minya Kame Piki Obia this evening, especially those who are on Sasunipa 8.
Daniel Dome, Comfort Sego, Henry B, Sarah Omate, Evans. I wish I could, but you can prepare your questions. God willing, Abdul Aziz Ayibo, Olivia. God willing, next week I pray that I will be able to respond to your questions. Nana, I'm so sorry, but I've got to run.
I totally understand. Next week, may the lawyer Ebeba on Friday, the same topic, we will still be looking into the white paper. Other areas are Yanka Hwasem after Brexit, EU nationals and non-EU nationals, and something white paper name. Next week, Friday, I'll be hosting lawyer again. But on Thursday, next week, Thursday, I'll be hosting a property developer from Ghana on also property opportunities that you can invest in property in Ghana. I'll be bringing them on the show, so get ready. And also a financial institution in Ghana, they will be able to give you a mortgage for you to be able to acquire property in Ghana. Next week on Time with TAPTAP Send, we're going to talk about property investment in Ghana. And into Shenenso, but may the lawyer Ebe Bro a BM a year Friday and number 8 p.m. The same platform, the same link or they join in lawyer. I want to take your last comment, your contact details. Now, after we move on, now this section at the Abba area. Mr. Mofancheme said, "Mentimi am famunina." Lawyer, we want to hear from you.
Nana, me that say, Tisenia Wakano next week. Nyami Aduma, I will be here again. God give us life. I'll be here again, and we go a little deeper, more details into other aspects, the statistics. Based on which all these decisions have been taken. And of course, any more questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. I thank you very much. Wise Smart Solicitors, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, 8 to 9 The Print House, Dalston, London, E83DL. Wise Smart Solicitors, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, 8 to 9 The Print House, Dalston, London, E83DL. Telephone number 0208 0165 384. Mobile number 079-314-11042. Preferably call the office number during the office hours. Somebody will pick it. We have so many lawyers here. Just call and say you want to speak to me or book appointment. I'm more than happy to see you. It's a pleasure to be of service to my people. Nana, God bless. Nyame edi yankwa chenya. That's a ne. I love you all.
Yo, I was here for a hanamo and a baby my home quine ye day a session a baby see. Yintimi emfa obia question beer beam. But mema just 5 minutes. Na yadan quickly. 5 minutes. If you have any question regarding TAPTAP Send focus section in 5 minutes, we will end the show. So on joining a OT media WhatsApp platform no so may srewa the link at the chat room or just join it. And anytime your show BTC we send notification on the platform. We update our listeners, viewers on the platform so that any show wait me at joining and also about BB. And please, if you are not on it, please join us on there. Click the link and you'll be on that platform. Producer, one quick advert. We will be talking about TAPTAP send. Thank you.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come bushing for Ghana. No, me used to TAPTAP send. TAPTAP send. No fee mobile money transfer. Easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map pim. TAPTAP send. Internet. Also download the TAPTAP send app. No, every mobile phone so free. Let's see how come we bushing for Ghana for na. TAPTAP send. Papa no.
Yo, TAPTAP send. Yamin Shamopa and Mother's Day. Appreciation more show to mothers, Men so ebiasume so. Men to man menyen. TAPTAP bag in the menyen. And to my friend who confins so hunu. And to say who saw Mama Mary Swa. TAPTAP sending tea. Oboa da enye ye. Ewo yesi dimu. TAPTAP send Yamin Shamo. That's a day, and a man in that TAPTAP for I run away. Yamin Shamo TAPTAP for the show the say about the TAPTAP send. Now, or the Selton Sky, the will be a TAPTAP home out. TAPTAP, you are the best.